Up next, Facebook becoming a ghost town. Researchers at Princeton are looking into their social media crystal ball, and they say a whopping 80% of users will abandon the site within just 3 years. Can't be, or can it? We've got believers on both sides. Stay right where you are. At the end of the day, it is all about money. Facebook's fate. Is the social media site the bubonic plague of our time? A recent Princeton University formula was released comparing it to the deadly infectious disease. The reason being that research shows Facebook will lose 80% of its users by 2017. That's a drastic outlook. Are you a believer? Got two social media experts, the CEO of Marketing Zen Group, Shama Hyder, and the president of Ruby Media Group, Chris Ruby. This is pretty dramatic. Shama, I'm going to start with you. I mean, they say it will be largely abandoned by 2017. You think that's true?
These are very exaggerated claims, and no, I don't think it's true. I would love to have a replay of this segment in 2017 just so we can compare. This is a very narrow study, it's a very narrow focus, and they're comparing it to MySpace, which is really not a fair comparison. So I'm going to say, nay, Facebook is here to stay.
But Chris, you know, I mean, it's not an opinion. They went in and they used an algorithm, and they were looking at the number of times that people went through Google and searched Facebook and logged on. I mean, it's not like an opinion piece. I mean, they went through and did math to come up with this conclusion. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of validity to this study, especially with a younger demographic. If you look at from 2011 to 2013, for example, Facebook lost 11 million users from the younger demographic. So I think it will be a ghost town if they don't innovate a little bit more and make some more developments in mobile and in terms of their interface and getting these users back.
Shama, you know, the complaint that we've heard when we've had young people on to talk about this and about Facebook losing younger folks is that it's a very heavy app and that there's just so much to it that it's become too cumbersome. And when they want to chat quickly with their friends, younger folks, so they want to get on and share pictures, they're using Instagram. They're using a bunch of different things to do what you want quickly. And basically, the fact that your grandmother's on Facebook is a turnoff. What do you think about those facts? Shama.
Look, if you look at 11 million, yes, it looks like a big number, but compare that to 1.2 billion. I think the term ghost town is highly exaggerated. Yes, kids do want something more innovative, teens especially, they're loving their Snapchats and other apps, but this isn't a singular trade-off, Melissa. This is really a matter of using Facebook in conjunction with. And here's what's going to happen. As these teens get older, they're going to want to be where more people are, not just where their peers are that are texting back and forth, but they're going to get older, they're going to come back to Facebook, and the numbers really are very, very high. If you look at this research, as you're saying, you know, it's based on some facts, but they're comparing it to MySpace. MySpace in its heyday had 75 million users. I mean, you compare it to Facebook's 1.2 billion, and it's really not a fair match at all, not a fair comparison.
Chris, I mean, technology is about fads. You know, what is popular today is almost never popular tomorrow. Can Facebook turn this around and innovate to keep people there?
I think that they can turn it around to innovate and keep people there. I think what's really interesting here is if you actually look, the fastest growing demographic on Facebook is a 55-plus crowd. So I think
Yikes. I mean, that's the death knell for younger people as well. That's what I said at the beginning, is that everybody's grandmother is on Facebook. All of their new users are geriatric.
Yeah, I think that what we really see here is that the younger crowd does not want to be where their parents are. Something else that's really interesting here is if you look at Instagram, for example, they've grown. They're the fastest growing social media network right now. And if you look at why they're so popular, one of the reasons is because people go to Instagram to share what they like about their life. And a lot of people use Facebook to share what they don't like.
Shama, I'll give you the last word. What advice would you give Facebook right now?
I would say Facebook, keep innovating, keep what you're doing. And Chris, who owns Instagram now?
Right, Facebook. Thanks, guys.
Correct.